Hi guys, it's jannxo signing in. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe to join the xobabes and check out the rest of the video on the Bible app. Before we actually start this vlog and I start to give you guys the run through of what I'm currently reading, what's going on, and everything like that, and you guys see me read for a bit, let me just put that book down. That's the book I'm currently reading. I got a book in the works today. I'm gonna let you guys guess. It came out this year and it's a very popular book. I'm sure you've heard a bunch of booktubers speak about it. I'll give you 2 seconds. Uno, dos. Okay. I got Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, and you guys, book girlies, you will not guess how much this cost me. £3, yeah, from the works. I just had to speak about that deal because I felt like it was too good of a deal for me to be like not mention it, so I had to mention it. And I think you should get this book. Well, I haven't even started. I think you should go to the works if you haven't already, or if you don't go to the works often enough. Going to the works is one of the greatest things I've ever done in my life. So love their book section. I may get another book tomorrow because I'm going out with my friend and we're having like a little book date situation. Anyway, this is the book that I'm currently reading called The Summer We Fell. It's actually part of a series. This is the first book, but I saw this book online and I wanted to get it because just the picture just made me like see it as like a beachy summer assuming romance. So I said, oh, I'm gonna pick up the book the next time I go to the works. And when we went to the works, my mom actually got me this book and 2 others, so the second book in this series and then another book that like is also a romance book. But when we came home and I started reading through the book and like reading the back of it, it was given like boyfriend's best friend, possible cheating trope. Open the first page, the main character is a celebrity, and I was just like, I don't really know if this is a book that I'm gonna enjoy because I don't like and I don't agree with the cheating trope. Boyfriend's best friend, why is that a thing, please? Why do you have a crush on your boyfriend's best friend? There was just a lot that like I wasn't vibing with. But when I tell you guys, I'm enjoying this book so much. I'm enjoying this book so much. I had to pick up the camera even though it's so late because I was just going to read for a bit. So like I'm further into the book, so it's easier for me to finish because I would have read more. But number one, this book, so thin. Like I think it's just under 300 pages. Just under or slightly over, like maybe 302 pages. So like this is going to be an easy, nice, fast read. And I've been reading books that like are just under 400 pages, which for me it's not a long book. Like I vibe with those lengths, but a book that is this short I also love so much. So yeah, I'm happy that I got this book. Let me give you guys a run through of what this book is about. So basically you have the main character, who I feel like I should know her name. What is her name? Juliet. Okay, so the main character's name is Juliet, and she comes from like a traumatizing background, but she lives with her, or she used to live with her boyfriend's family. Now boyfriend's family, they're Christian, and I just wanted to like include it because it's spoken about a lot in this book. And I just want to say that like I know that you can encounter different types of Christians. Some Christians don't reflect how merciful and how forgiving and how loving Jesus is, but I just want you guys to say, if you read this book and you are not a Christian yourself or you don't have Christian friends, please don't let this be a reflection of what Christians are like, because I can testify and say I'm not like the family in this book. Okay, hi guys, editing Janae just had to step in because oh my days, people need to stop texting me. Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry guys. Let's start again. I didn't mean that. I want that person to continue texting me. Editing Janae just needed to step in because that Janae did not explain the book very well. Juliet is staying with her boyfriend's parents. His name is Danny, by the way, and Juliet and Luke, Danny's best friend, start to have this insta-lovey type of connection where Luke is able to understand her in areas that Danny isn't, and Luke is able to comfort her and all of those things, which I understand. However, the whole relationship and dynamic between Juliet and Danny was just a red flag from the beginning, and there was just a lot going on in this book. Would I recommend you read it? Yes, I would, but you're gonna see my thoughts as the video continues. So there's that. And what is that, guys? I have, okay, anyway. And there's also a mystery that is referred to throughout the book, and I kind of already knew what it was from like the very beginning, but it was still nice to see the explanation and the reveal towards the end. It gave me something to continue to look forward to. So I did like that part of the book, and I just wanted to explain it better because, like I said, I didn't do a good job the first time. So back to the video. And when I tell you, the boyfriend has the emotional intelligence of a fish. I disagree with cheating. By no means should you ever cheat on your partner, but the boyfriend, he just like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, but if this is someone that you care about, and if this is someone that you love, and like you're just so like bland with her, like there's no romance. There's no romance, but they haven't like kissed or anything. Juliet and Luke have not kissed, nothing like that, and I'm like almost 100 pages into the book. I'm really hoping that they don't cheat, and they didn't cheat and nothing like that, because you get the then and now POVs, and I'm really enjoying the then and now POVs. I think you should go into this book, just go into it and have some fun, and just take it as like a summary book, but definitely check the trigger warnings because it speaks about certain issues that I know some people have dealt with. So definitely check the trigger warnings. But I'm gonna continue reading this book until it's time for me and my mum to watch some of our shows, because I'm just waiting for my siblings to go to bed. So yeah. There's just, it's like good boy, bad boy, and I know, okay, good boys always do it, I'm not gonna lie, good boys always just, but then it's like bad boys are fun sometimes, you know, but only in fictional books, okay, only in fictional books. That's why I read. I'm so sorry, but I'm literally going on TikTok, and this is what someone said about like the 10 commandments and things like that are only there to protect you, never to restrict you. And that is so true. Being Christian and having fun are not exclusive. Ignore the lighting. Okay, ignore the lighting right now, but I'm gonna go to like one of my local parks to sit down and try and finish my book, and then possibly start Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I've got my towel, I've got my bag with the 2 books, and I've got like some grapes and a drink and my power bank and my phone and my charger. This is my first time doing like a solo type stuff thing. Alright, I've been saying type stuff recently, I apologize for that. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully I have a good time, because this summer's all about being confident and X, Y, and Z. So let's go. It's currently 5 17, so let's go. It's a little bit windy, it is, but I'm gonna read The Summer We Fell. I will force myself to finish this book because it's like a toxic like reality TV show. I think that's the closest thing I could describe it to, but I'll still read it, so it's okay. Anyway, I'm gonna do that, and then I've got like 30 minutes before I have to be a little bit productive, like post a short, but I will probably leave here in exactly an hour. But I do want to finish the book while I'm here. That's like my main goal, finishing a book, starting a book, posting a short, and enjoying the weather, because for once it's not like raining absolute trash weather. It's not like baking hot where I don't even want to move. So, and I got grapes. I'm kind of nervous that when I start reading, my posture's going to be really bad, because my posture's not good when I read. Like, I've come to terms with that, and I'm trying to fix it. So, fingers crossed, y'all. It won't look horrendous. I don't really know what to say about the book. The lights will be better. I don't really know what to say about the book. I look bold as well. I promise you I'm not bold. It's just the shape of my head. I don't know why I'm explaining my head shape to you. Okay, but when it comes to like this book, okay, it's not that I don't feel anything towards the book. It feels like I'm watching a trashy, or I'm reading about a trashy like reality TV show. Not saying her writing is bad, because it's very fast paced, and I've honestly flown through the book, and I could have finished it some time ago. I've just been busy. But what gets me is, number one, it feels like I've got a number of complaints. It's gonna feel like I don't like the book, but I do. Number one, it's the way how she talks about Christianity that gets me. Number two, what was my second one? I don't like a cheating trope. Like, that's just not for me. I just think there's no need for there to be a trope in which the person cheats. Now, I think it would be different if the boyfriend cheated and then she cheated and all of that type of stuff. But I wouldn't count it as a spoiler, but the boyfriend doesn't cheat. He's just very naive, and like, he has the emotional intelligence of a fish. Like, I kid you not, I don't understand how he survived that long in his teenage life, because he's just like really bad at like understanding other people's emotions, and he's very just like they don't gel well together. And I can see that as the reader, I don't want them to be together. Like, I understand why she wouldn't want to break up with him, because if you've been with someone since you were like 14, 15, and now you're 18, and you just don't see like a future, and you don't know what to do, and you've always relied on this person, I get that it'll be hard to break up with them. But like, I just don't know how. I want to know the author's thought process. I want to know whether she came up with the plot first, or whether she said she wants a cheating trope in this book, and then said she's going to orchestrate it in a way where the girl has to depend on her boyfriend. I don't even know. I don't know. I feel like it's a book that younger me probably would have been like, oh my gosh, this is such a good book. It looks like I'm about to see a car crash, and I can't look away. I want to look away. I know that I should look away, but I'm like, I might just continue watching it. Like, I don't know how to describe this book. I feel like every single time I try and put my emotions and my thoughts on this book into words, it just doesn't come out right. Like, nothing seems perfect or good enough to describe my feelings towards this book. Oh my days, why did I not notice this? I'm grinning ear to ear like this is a happy ending. This is not a happy ending, but I never actually deets. Damn. I'm normally much more perceptive, but like, characters that want to get together. Oh, okay. Okay, I need to be back home in 17 minutes and I'm about to finish this book. Yo, I finished the book. I'm not reading the epilogue, but I finished the book. Okay, so basically the last time I spoke to y'all was like last week or something, and after I finished the first book in this series, which you can't see because of the light, but it's called The Summer We Fell, and I read it in the park and you guys saw all of that. I haven't been able to get back into a book, and I'm in like a little bit of a reading slump, but I decided to, number one, like just stop trying to pick up a book, which is not good, but I guess it worked because now I'm in the mood to pick up a book. And I also decided to update you guys about all the books that I read. You guys saw me finish The Summer We Fell. My final rating is probably like a 3.5, and even though I'm like in a little bit of a book slump, I have the urge to pick up the second book in the series, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I guess there's something good about the book if I want to go and finish the second book, because I don't know if you guys remember me saying, oh, why do you need 3 books to speak about characters that can only communicate when they are doing 18+ things? But I want to pick up the second book, so obviously the author is doing something right, I guess. And then you guys also saw me add Becoming Cowder to my Goodreads read list. I read that book a little bit off camera because it was kind of hard like recording it whenever I was reading it, because I was just like on the go picking it up whenever I could. But that book is a solid 4 stars. I really enjoyed that book. It's a cult romance, and let me just say, at first I thought it was like a fantasy based off the blurb or the description in the back, but I really enjoyed that book. I also want to read the second book in the series as well because it's a duology. It was a good book and I really want to read the second book, but I just don't know if I'm ready to pick it up right now. But at the same time, it's like I could totally read these 2 books at the same time, like The Summer I Saved You, the second book in this series, and then Finding Eden, the last book in the duology. But like, I don't really know, I might do that, I might flip-flop between the 2. I've been looking for a cozy fantasy, but I'm going book shopping on Thursday and I really want to get Binding 13, so I'll let you guys know how that goes. Yeah, that was English. I'll let you guys know how that goes. But so far, I have been reaching my Goodreads goal. I've been doing a good job. I'm pretty sure I've read 23 out of 40 books this year, which is good. I don't think I'm behind. Let me see. I don't know if I'm behind now. No, I'm on track. I've read 23 out of 40 books. You can't see the book, so I apologize for the lighting, but it's really hot. I'm not putting the light on right now, guys, because it's 30 degrees. And in America, that's like 80 something degrees. So I'm going to start reading this book and I will talk to you guys when I have something to say, when I have some opinions. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, this is about a different couple. Oh, wait. No, I'm so glad I caught that on camera. I looked at the back and it said Caleb and it said Lucy, and I'm like, that's not the names of the 2 characters from the last book. This is about a different couple. Okay, well, I'm not as excited to read it, but I'm gonna still check it out. This is actually what happens. Sometimes I don't know what the book is about, and I just read it and I tell you guys something, and then when I read the book I'm like, oh, I was very, very wrong. But it's okay. That's my sister talking. We're gonna start this book and I'll let you guys know how it goes. It's only like 300 pages, I believe.
I'm by Willow Asher, and then summer reading by jannxo.
Okay, I just have something to say, right? One thing I realized about Elizabeth, I think her name's Elizabeth O'Rourke's books, is that sometimes, not sometimes, because it's the second book that I've read, but you have these 2 basically strangers, and they have this like intense connection. Like, it's in the prologue and she sees, I'm assuming, the love interest, and she basically says that she felt the need to, like, she felt as if he was calling out to her, and as if, you know, if he was drowning, she would save him. She's 6 years old. Y'all haven't spoken yet. Like, don't get me wrong, I know when you're young it's so easy to have this like mega crush on someone, but this is wild. That's all I have to say, but I'm enjoying the book so far. Hey guys, Edison Janae just had to pop in because I never wrapped this video up. So basically, these are the 2 books that I read in the video. I actually read Becoming Cowder mainly off camera, but this is the first book that I read, and as I mentioned before, it is a cult romance, and I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars. I really did enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to reading the second part of this duology that I already have, and it's my little book corner over there, but I'm really excited to read this book. And then I picked up The Summer We Fell by Elizabeth O'Rourke. I think that's how you pronounce her name, and that's the book that I spoke about the most. Now this book, there was a lot going on. I really, again, don't understand how she came up with this plot, how she came up with the dynamic between Juliet and Danny, and it just feels like she really wanted the cheating to happen, and she said, I'm going to orchestrate it so that there's cheating involved, and that she done. I rated this book a 3 stars, but it was really fast paced, and it just felt like it was just like a book that I knew, like, when I got further into it, it's not going to do it for me. It's not going to be like, oh my gosh, wow. But I just had fun, and I just went with the flow, and I didn't think too much about it. But I was surprised later on in the book when the mystery was revealed, and when it's explained why a character is acting a certain way. So it did surprise me. So she done her thing. I have to give that to her. Now, The Summer We Fell is actually a series. And I think each book is about a different couple. I thought that it was about the same couple, but this is the second book in the series. And before I even get onto this part, I just want to say as well that Juliet and Luke, I believe his name is, the way how they never communicated unless they were doing something that was 18 plus really infuriated me, because if you care about this individual so much, you guys can't even sit down and have a conversation. And it was just like, I don't even understand how they would work as a couple. You know, like, by the end of the book, if there's a conflict, or like if there's a second chance, then by the end of the book you want things to be resolved and you want things to be worked out. But I feel like the only thing that was actually resolved was the fact that the mystery was revealed, and it was explained why one character was acting a certain way. But other than that, nothing. When I say nothing, I mean nothing. Like, I don't know if they would survive marriage. I don't know if they will stay together forever. I don't know if that's how she intended it to be, but that's what I was getting. Now, I also started reading The Summer I Saved You. Yeah, The Summer I Saved You by Elizabeth O'Rourke, the second book in the trilogy, like I just said. You guys saw me read that, but I softly DNF'd this book because I was not feeling it at all, and I did not want to read this book. I was in a reading slump. No book was really sticking. I tried this book thinking I'm like in the mood for her writing. It still didn't stick, so that's where I went with this book. However, when I finished the reading vlog, I did pick up Best Left Unsent, and I did finish this book. So in the video, technically I read 2 books, but I also read this book, and it was really good, and my mom picked it out for me, and I'm really happy that she picked it out for me, so I wouldn't have picked it up anytime soon. And I really enjoyed it. I rated this book like 4 stars on Goodreads, but it would probably be a 3.5. So yeah, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video and watching. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe to join the xobabes, and check out the rest of the video, and let me know any more book related videos, any videos you guys want to see, any back to school advice, anything like that, anything with A-level, sociology, anything. I'll see you guys later. jannxo is signing out. See ya.